In the early 2000s, one restaurant chain looked like it could become the next big thing in fast food. It was different, modern, and growing fast. That company was Noodles and Company. They weren't selling burgers or pizza, they were selling noodles from around the world. And for a while, it actually worked. Stores expanded rapidly, investors loved it, and people believed it could become the next Chipotle. But then, everything started going wrong. Sales slowed down, stores struggled, and the company that once looked unstoppable slowly began losing momentum. So what happened? How did Noodles and Company go from fast-growing success to a struggling restaurant chain? To understand the rise of Noodles and Company, you have to look at the fast food industry in the early 2000s. At the time, most chains focused on burgers, fried food, everything felt similar. But Noodles and Company entered the market with a different idea. Instead of focusing on one style of food, they built an entire menu around noodles. Not just American noodles, but dishes inspired by Italian food, Asian food, American comfort food, Japanese-style noodle sell from the same restaurant. And that made the brand feel unique. The idea started working quickly. People liked the concept. The restaurants felt modern, the menu felt different, and the fast casual industry was booming. This was also the time when chains like Chipotle were becoming extremely popular. Customers wanted faster food, but better quality, and Noodles and Company fit perfectly into that trend. So the company expanded aggressively. More stores, more locations, more growth. Investors became excited, and eventually, the company went public. For a moment, it looked like Noodles and Company had a huge future ahead, but rapid growth can also create dangerous problems. One of the biggest challenges was the menu itself. Having many different noodle dishes sounded exciting, but operationally, it became complicated. Different ingredients, different cooking styles, different expectations from customers. That made kitchens slower and consistency harder to maintain. At the same time, the fast casual industry became much more competitive. New chains entered the market constantly, and companies like Chipotle built extremely strong brand identities. Meanwhile, Noodles and Company struggled to clearly define itself. Was it healthy food, comfort food, international cuisine, fast food? The brand started feeling unclear, and when customers don't immediately understand a restaurant, growth becomes harder. As competition increased, sales began slowing down, some stores underperformed, customer traffic weakened, and suddenly, the rapid expansion that once looked smart started becoming a burden. Because opening many stores only works when sales stay strong. If traffic drops, those locations become expensive to maintain. And that's exactly what started happening. The company tried different strategies, changing menus, reducing stores, improving marketing, but momentum was already fading, and investors began losing confidence. One of the biggest reasons people compare Noodles and Company to Chipotle is because both grew during the fast casual boom. But there was one major difference. Chipotle focused on simplicity, simple menu, simple identity, simple operations. Customers instantly understood the brand. Meanwhile, Noodles and Company tried to do many different things at once, and sometimes, trying to appeal to everyone makes a brand weaker, not stronger, because strong brands are usually remembered for one clear thing. And over time, Noodles and Company struggled to create that same clarity. So does this mean Noodles and Company completely failed? Not exactly. The company still exists. It still has loyal customers, and it continues trying to improve its business. But the story of Noodles and Company is also a lesson about how difficult the restaurant industry really is. Because having a good idea is not enough. Growing fast is not enough. And sometimes, the same expansion that creates success can also create the beginning of decline. Noodles and Company once looked like the future of fast casual dining. But in business, staying successful is often harder than becoming successful.